Assalamu alaikum family, welcome back once again. Some three incidents happened that I just don't want to say they are a coincidence, if they actually are. And if you are watching me, since what I'm going to talk about is in line with judgment, I want you to give me your sincere judgment on this video or all my videos in general. If you are someone who watched me already, do I speak fast, slow, or it's normal space? Because I remember some friends used to say I speak so fast, so I don't know whether that has influenced me and I'm speaking slow now, or I still speak fast, or it's okay. So that's one thing I want your sincere judgment on it. And the three things I want to talk about is judgment, advising, a statement I read, and a hadith. Making for the judgment and advice is together. So the statement I read is selfishness reduces confidence. In what sense? Maybe not the selfishness you are thinking about, obviously. In what sense? In the sense that right now I'm going to deliver a message. So if I'm thinking about myself, what are the audience going to say about me? What are the viewers going to say about me? It will reduce my confidence rather than thinking about the audience, the message I'm going to deliver, the benefit or the impact is going to make to others. So in order to conquer that, you should always think about the benefits you are going to deliver rather than thinking about yourself. Like being selfish, what are they going to say about me? Are they going to judge me? Like things like that. You shouldn't think about those things, but think about the benefits of what you are doing. That's one thing. And then the next thing, I read this hadith in which the Prophet, peace be upon him, says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, which is a hadith could say, two people, like if you tell your fellow that this thing that you're doing, Allah is not going to forgive you, like making such a statement. So Allah is saying that you who is saying Allah is not going to forgive you, rather you are not going to be forgiven. So Allah is showing his mercy here. He wants you to know that judgment is not for you to judge, and mercy is for him. His mercy encompasses everything. It's more than his punishment. We know the severe punishment of Allah, but at the same time, we should also know that the mercy of Allah is far more way than what we are thinking of him. Let's look around us, the kind of things that are happening. Someone might be, let's say, even earning, let me give this example, earning a living through maybe a haram source, but Allah is boosting his business, like making things flourish for the person. Meanwhile, what the person is doing is haram. So to you, you would have think that, oh, since he's doing something haram, I'm doing something halal, all things being equal, like I should get more flourish, more productive in my business than what the person is doing. But no, this is not how Allah does his things. This is not what Allah thinks. The person has his time frame, the ability to think. If he's able to change from what he's doing, that's to the benefit of the person. So Allah gives us equal grounding in terms of judgment. He is just, and also in terms of mercy. I don't know whether the example fits, but if we put that aside, when you want to advise somebody, as we all know, when you advise someone, the person twists the message and be like, don't judge me, don't judge me. But we should know that advice is different from judging. We all know judgment is for Allah alone. He is the one who can judge. That's why he's telling us in this hadith that If you judge somebody by saying Allah will not forgive you, then you will not be forgiven rather. So if you are that kind of person who likes to use that statement, then it's time you should stop by knowing this hadith right now. You saying that you are rather doing your own self-harm with that statement than the good you should do. When we link it to the story of Uzayr from Surah Al-Baqarah, he was passing through a town. I think they said the town is Jerusalem today. The town was like, so I don't know the word to use. The town was totally destroyed out of its shape. Meanwhile, it was so flourishing during its days. So he made this statement, how is Allah going to bring it back to life? Because seeing how it looks, he couldn't imagine that Allah could bring it back to life. And Allah said, I will use you as a sign. Allah put him to sleep for 100 years, and when he wakes up to him, he think, oh, it's just one day or half a day sleep. And Allah revived his donkey in front of him and everything. So by the time he awaked for that 100 years, the town has flourished again. Everything, in short, that's the story. So we shouldn't like diminish Allah, his abilities. We shouldn't diminish the abilities of Allah. If we put that aside, the reason why I brought the hadith, and I'm saying when you are talking to someone, you should know how to talk to the person. There is this lady that always I meet her in the masjid, and when she is coming to pray, like almost I would say half of his hair will be showing. So the first time I cautioned him, I draw her attention. I was like, sister, your hair is showing. So she covered it. But every day when she comes in, it's the same way. It's like that every day. So it's like that's how she puts on her hijab, showing part of her hair. So I thought of, okay, making it, approaching her in another way. But at the same time, sometimes if I want to approach somebody, I think about this thing. This goes back to the first statement I talked about, selfishness. What if the person would think I'm judging him, or I'm judging her, or am I trying to say that I'm perfect? You know, this kind of thinking keep on running through my mind. So before I talk to someone, I approach to someone, I contemplate for like so many times how to say it, what would the person think, all these ways. And I don't think about maybe the benefits, or maybe giving the person the benefits of the doubt that maybe the person wouldn't even say what I'm thinking. Then truly, this day she came the same way, her hair is showing, and I was like, sister, do you know what? How about you getting a hijab and a scarf? And she was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And she was like, my neck is long, so when she ties it, she doesn't feel comfortable. And I said, okay, fine, since you want to feel comfortable, you get the underscarf, you put it on, then that way you can put the hijab anyhow you want, and still your hair will be covered, and when you are praying, you don't have to lose any goodies or something like that. So she just agreed, and she was like, thank you, sister, jazakallahu khair. And ya Rabbi, I was like, I always thinking about how to say it. What is she going to say? You know, so this is why I link it to the two statements I came across this morning about the selfishness and also the hadith. So what I would say is, let's build our confidence by not being selfish. And also, when we are advising others, we should advise it in a way that is supposed to be, but not to be judgmental. Assalamu alaikum.